Hello viewers, this is Kaleem Raza and along with me very talented Zain Rashid.
Hello viewers, love for all of you.
So today given the opportunity we would like to speak on two things mainly. First, I would like to talk about the contribution of Muslim scholars, Sufi saints and musicians in Indian classical music. And secondly, which is our main part of the discussion and presentation, is about the most important instrument in Indian music, which is known as tabla. It is, it is a set of two barrel drums with right and left, with the tonal effects of male and female, because usually the right one will show you all these things. The right one is about the female tone and the left one is about the male tone. So with the combination of male and female tone, we produce the language of tabla. So when it comes to tabla, it immediately connects us with one of the eminent Sufi scholar, poet, musician, and a wonderful reformer of Indian music and poetry. I'm talking about Amir Khusro. So Amir Khusro introduced various forms of singing like Qawwali, Tarana, Tirvat. These were the different versions of Indian music. So Amir Khusro has wonderful contributions to his credits. For example, invention of various instruments, which includes tabla. Yes, today we'll talk about. Tabla is a double barrel drum, a pair of drums. And not only the instruments, he had a wonderful contribution in terms of poetry and in terms of musical compositions, be it the singing composition, be it the percussion compositions, tabla compositions. So there were different kinds of singing which Amir Khusro introduced actually. Amir Khusro was disciple of one of the prominent Sufi saint in the history, Nizamuddin Auliya. There are always lots of stories to talk about Nizamuddin Auliya and Amir Khusro, their love for each other, and Khusro's contribution in terms of music and many other things. So, but due to limited time, we will not talk about much on that part. There is another important difference which I would like to highlight here. It is about Eastern and Western music regarding the learning of music. In West, we know that the music have been well documented. Even today, a good musician can read those compositions and can play it. But in East, it is entirely different. We don't have any book. We have no written material. It is all coming through a heart-to-heart connection. Thousands of years old compositions are being taught to the new learners through a heart-to-heart connection. And that is a superior form of learning. One never forgets when he or she learns through heart. So this is how this secret knowledge is being transferred one generation after the other, and we are still keeping those hundreds and thousands years old composition through a heart-to-heart connection. But we will come back to our actual part, which is tabla. When it comes to tabla, when we talk about the playing of tabla, the parts of tabla, so I would like to introduce you that there are two drums. You can see now that there are two drums. One is on the right and the other one is on the left. The right one is a female drum, female tonal drum, and the left one is a male drum. So we can see the different sounds being produced. If I ask Zain to please pronounce the outer edge of the tabla, which is skinar. So please produce. Yes, this is the outer part, and then there is an inner part, which is siahi. Can you please play on siahi? So can you feel the difference of sounds? And then there is a middle part, the in between the syahi and kinar is thap. Can you please play thap? Yes, this is tha. So these are the three basic sounds. Again, please, तीनों sounds बजाएं आप. Na, ta, और te. Yes. So these are the three different areas when tabla player uses while playing tabla. And through this, we produce wonderful different tones, which we will talk about. And on the left side, there are two sounds. One is ge. Yes, can you see that how ge is being produced once again? And the second bowl on the left side is ke. We call it ke also. Yes. So again, ge and ke. So these are the two sounds. So this is the basic sound structure of tabla. Now we will play a qaida for you. Before we play qaida, I would like to ask Zain to play a few basic sounds, few basic words of tabla, which are played on tabla, and through those words or sounds, we then make different phrases, different stories, different compositions. So by combining both the hands on the tabla, if we produce, it is dha. Can you see when both the hands are applied, so it produces the sound of dha. Can you please play again dha? And then I will use the central part with dha, and what will be that word sound? Dha ti ta. So viewers, can you see that how it is produced? Dha ti ta, dha ti ta, dha ti ta. This is just an example that how, and if we play it little faster, datita, datita, da datita. So this is how these different sounds are being produced. So today we are going to present a qaida before you. Datrika deta te kata gadigina deta deta datrika deta te kata deta dagitina gina. Datrik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datrik deta te kata deta dagitinagin datrik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datrik deta te kata dagitinagina datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitinagina datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitina datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitinagina datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitinagina datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta da deta deta da deta deta da da datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta da deta deta da deta deta da da datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitina datik deta te kata gadigina datik deta te kata gadigina deta 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 datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitina datik deta te kata gadigina datik deta te kata gadigina deta 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 datik deta te kata gadigina deta datik deta te kata deta dagitina datik deta te deta 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 datik deta te deta 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 datik deta te kata gadigina deta datik deta te kata deta dagitina datik deta te deta 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 datik deta te deta 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 datik deta te kata gadigina deta deta datik deta te kata deta dagitina datik deta te kata gadigina da 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 datik deta te kata gadigina da. So now we will play a composition, a singing composition in Japtal. Japtal is a 10 beats pattern, and we will be singing in a very famous raga, Rag Malkons. So it is a recent composition that we have developed. I hope that you would enjoy that. Please listen to it.
Sagamadani da madani da sagamadani da madani da gamadani sani 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 gamadani. Sagamadani da madani da gamadani sani sani sani. Sagamadani da madani da gamadani sani 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 madamagasa. Sagamadani da madani da gamadani sani 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 madamagasa. Sa sa madamagasa 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 sa sa madamagasa 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 sa sa madamagasa madamagasa madamagasa. Sagamama madadani ni dani 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 na. Dani 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 na. Sagamama madadani ni dani 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 na. Sagamama madadani ni dani 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 na. Dani 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 na. Dani 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 na. Sagamama madadani ni dani 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 na. Dani 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 na. Dani 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 na. Sagamama madadani ni dani 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 na. Dani 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 na. Dani 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 na.
And in the end, we would like to present one of our innovative music, which is now becoming famous. It is about Sufi Dhamal. This is a pure content of Sufi music. I hope that you would enjoy that as well.
Da